Hello and welcome to it. This is the Boss Moves Media Show, Season 2, Episode 10. So today I have a very special guest. I cannot wait to welcome our amazing guest this morning. This evening, or this morning in America, but this evening here in South Africa, 6 p.m. CAT, 12 p.m. EST, and wherever you are watching us from, thank you so much for joining us. It's always such a pleasure to have you, hey? And the Boss Moves Media Show has been ongoing now for the past 2-3 months, and this is our 10th episode. We are in Season 2. We're kicking up dust. We're going with the punches, and we're really just learning the digital media space and how incredible it is, and how each and every one of us can have our own little piece of paradise, right? This is my own little piece of paradise, and I'm so glad to share it with you. So my name is Nonala Dose. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Nonala Dose. And I am the founder and the CEO of Boss Moves Media. We are a digital media development organization. We focus mainly on empowering girls and women in media, and today is no different. Okay, so today we have a very special guest. She is a Hollywood celebrity makeup artist. She has done some incredible work with people all around the world. And she's not just a makeup artist, she's a stylist. She's a television presenter with her own show. She's an author. She's a coach. She is the founder and the CEO of Glam Life, which is it's a makeup company that focuses mainly on cruelty-free products. I love that. A low-tox life for me any day. Like, you can bring it, I will have it. So we're just waiting to have our guest come on the show. Let me know where you are listening to us from and where you're catching us live from right now. And hey, I just want to chat with you. I want to engage with you and just feel where you're from. So wherever you might be, let me know. I'm here for it. I'm going to check my chat box and see who is connecting with us and where you are connecting with us from. So let's see. I will go for a quick out, and then I'll come right back in so we can let our guest in and have our chat. We are going to be here until 7 p.m. So for the next 60 minutes, well, 57 minutes now, and we're going to allow our guest in straight after this. We are back. This is the Boss Moves Media Show. My name is Nala, and we are waiting for our guest, who is Jen. You can follow right now. It's Jen Michelle. That's a double N. Jen Michelle _ Glam Life. She is incredible. I mean, a bundle of joy, really doing massive and amazing things all around the world. And it's just a pleasure to really have her on the show today. And we'll be talking to her about the many things that she does. So I want to take this time just to quickly tell you who Jen Michelle actually is. So celebrity makeup artist, like I said, hairstylist. She specializes in hair extensions. She's an influence marketer. She's the owner of Glam Life Beauty Cosmetics, which is a beauty cosmetics line with a wide range of products, and they focus mainly on cruelty-free products. So it's that low-tox life that we absolutely love. She's worked on features like Good Morning America, The Today Show, Made in Staten Island, L'Oreal Fashion Show, ESPN, Miami Fashion Week, Bravo, New York Fashion Week, Monmouth Business Magazine, USA Hockey Team. She's worked with Tent Chat, Bella Magazine, head stylist for the Lifestyle Today Show, and so much more. So she's a true powerhouse when you talk about people who really have had a long run in the industry. Also, she runs an incredible nonprofit initiative, right? Not just the owner of the Glam Life products, but she's also got Glam Life Talk TV. She's going to tell us a lot about that, what it's about, when it's launching, how we can get in on the action, and watch her live do her thing, and what the show is all about, really. And most importantly, what I really love, because Boss Moves Girls and Women in Media is something that I'm passionate about, and this is an arm of Boss Moves Media as the organization, the digital media platform that we've created. The Girls and Women in Media initiative is a place where young women in the media industry meet up and link up with people who are seasoned in the media industry. And this is in the hope to share, knowledge and understanding of the media industry, and to get to know the industry and what it's all about. So we will be definitely talking about the work that she's doing in this field. So she has a woman empowerment initiative that is it's giver of good vibes. That's what she says. And the woman empowerment initiative that she runs is a platform called, I'll tell you now, Women Warriors Collab. So it's a full support and education empowerment group. And I happen to just get to see what it's all about earlier on. And really, it is women who are collaborating, who are finding strength in working with each other, and who are really doing the most and finding ways to just empower one another. And I absolutely love this. So make sure you check it out right now. It's called the Women Warrior Collab. It's a Facebook group, so go check it out. Get yourself on those platforms. And the reason why it is so important for us to really empower girls and women, especially girls and women, yes, to empower everybody in the media industry, but especially girls and women, is because we really have to work that much harder as girls and women in the industry, especially in the media industry. I mean, you'll agree with me that boys or men in the media industry really have a way of working with each other, and it works, right? I mean, they could meet up at an event, and instead of not feeling each other, they really get to a place where they collaborate. Deals are signed and sealed by guys and men in the media industry impromptu. And for us, it really takes it's that much harder. And that's why it's important for us to have platforms like this. That's why it's important for us to have amazing and incredible people who empower women, especially in the media industry. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome our incredible guest today. It's Jen Michelle. Hi, Jen. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for having me on today.
Oh my goodness, thank you for joining us. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. I've been going on just ranting and raving about the great work that you're doing. I mean, incredible stuff, right?
Thank you.
You really are flipping the script when it comes to just women empowerment, especially, which is something that we're passionate about. And let's start right from the beginning. We talk women empowerment, but we really don't know each other's stories and why we are where we are and how we got to where we are. Tell me a little bit about Jen Michelle. Who is Jen Michelle?
Who is Jen Michelle? I am a lot. So I'm a Leo. I like to say that because I'm very big on loyalty. I am a go-getter. I feel that I am very resilient. I am a woman's woman. I don't know. I feel like I'm love, I feel like when, somebody's around me, they know I'm genuine. They know, you don't ever have to worry about where you stand with me because I'm all or nothing, I'm a giver. I'm a daughter. I'm a mom. I'm a wife.
Yeah.
Makeup artist. Yeah, I have a lot of titles. But professionally, I am a makeup artist and hairstylist. I work in TV media and editorial. I am the owner of Glam Life Beauty cosmetic line. I am also the founder of the Women Warriors Collab. It's a women's group where I provide a space for women that they could grow, have support, be vulnerable, and just be completely comfortable, knowing that we all go through things. But I provide workshops. I have people that come on and talk, just anything to motivate, inspire, and uplift my fellow woman. That's what I'm all about.
I love that. I absolutely love that. I mean, let's go back to you being everything that you are, but most importantly, being a mom and being a wife,
Yes.
And I think that's at the core and at the essence of the beauty of how we as women get to do what we do and still have to, run all of these different lives and literally run other people's lives, right? To make sure that their lives are sorted. How do you see this as, like a work-life balance, or is it a continuum for you? Is it a flow, or do you have to switch it on and off as you go?
No, I mean, I'm always Jen, I have 3 daughters and,
How old are they?
I have a 16-year-old, I have a 10-year-old, and I have a 7-year-old.
What? You look 16, Jen.
Thank you. Stop. No, joking. No, thank you so much. So I mean, I'm very honest with my girls as far as they're very much involved in Glam Life. I like for them to see, listen, you can do this. My little daughters want to start their own lip scrub business. They're 10 and 7. My oldest daughter's great at makeup already. I feel like I'm their first role model and I take that job very serious. I'm a mom always, I let them feel comfortable to let them know they can tell me anything, but I am not your friend, so you're going to get your tough love moment. Yes. But for me, it's a continuum. I've learned to balance it as time goes by. Tomorrow's never promised. And my first and foremost job is always a mom. Family's everything to me. And, I want them to always know that they come before anything, always. But they also have seen me work from the bottom of Glam Life. They've seen when I was testing out makeup and, so for me, I would say it's a continuum because it's something that hopefully I can, if they don't want to take it over one day, they can do their own things. That's all I want is for them to be independent women. It took me so long to get here. So, my journey is different.
Yeah. And I mean, you talk about your journey and how it is different. And I think everybody has a story, right? And a lot of times we think our story is not relatable to the next person. And I'm sure you have a story and something that you would like to share about your come up, and maybe even, a really challenging moment during your come up. Would you like to share that with us?
Sure. So I'm very open about, how I got to this point because I'm grateful. Yeah. I'm very, very grateful. And exactly what you said, you couldn't have said it any better. It's everybody can relate. There's something in everybody's story, even though they're different. it's the passion, it's the wanting more, it's not giving up. You know, we're all faced with hard times, but that's what makes you, you know. So in my 20s, my husband and I, we had our first daughter rather young. And we had it hard, you know. We don't come from rich parents, you know, so everything that we've done it on our own. I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do. I always liked to do hair and makeup, but I always wanted to help people. And I come from a home of teachers, but I don't have the patience. Yeah. God bless them. I don't have the patience to be a teacher. You know, I don't. Yeah. I mean, I was tested during COVID. I am not a teacher. I know what I am and what I'm not.
Right? You know, COVID brought out our true colors.
Oh, it did. But for me, you know, in my teenage years, I thought I was going to be in the WNBA, you know, and then throughout my high school years, you know, certain things have happened that I am writing a book on, so I don't want to share everything. But I've been through, yes, so it's so exciting, and it's a journey because it really makes you see your truth, which is kind of scary, but that's the only way you can really move forward is owning your truth, right? So during my teenage years, you know, I've been through some things that I think younger girls could relate to and their moms, because I'm at a stage where I can either relate to either side, right? My story, that's how I feel. And then in my later 20s, you know, I started to know what I wanted to do, and I just went full force. But my husband, when we were younger, he wasn't around, you know, young and stupid and just not with the right crowd. So, you know, I was a single mom for a while. That was hard. And I always had a good family structure, but I never wanted money. This was my daughter, and I'm going to do this on my own. They already, you know, I had everything, and then everything was stripped away, you know, literally from day into night. And I always said, you know, when my friends were living their best lives in their 20s, I was struggling. I was working 3 jobs, trying to find myself. You know, I was just trying to find my way. And I used to pray, and I said, God, you know, if I make it one day, if I'm able, I promise you I'll give back, like that. Because I always loved helping people, you know. And it's funny because now I'm at a point where I've gotten a certain level of success. I still need so much more. I'm not definitely content, but I'm grateful for everything I have. So my mission now is to give back. I always have supported other women in business. I owned a salon where every month we would have networking events where I would support all women in business so they can network with each other, debut their stuff. And I just got lucky by working with great people. So I worked with great photographers. Just, it's all about networking, but you always want to be a good person. You know, I've never changed. I'm still the same person I was. My hunger is still as hungry as I was when I first started. But, you know, I've been through stuff, but that's what made me who I am. You know, when you go through it, you feel like you're never going to get out of it, but then it's only lessons. It's lessons, you know, and that's where your strength comes from in those moments.
So then who gave you that break? I mean, is there someone you can attribute that moment, you know, of greatness in your success and in your success journey to? Or would you say, you know, you kind of rocked it yourself and you opened up those opportunities by yourself?
Well, I have to say I met a lot of great people that have helped me 1,000% because it's all about connecting, right? But this is what I always say, right? There's a million makeup artists, there's a million hairstylists, there's a million coaches, so forth. What makes you stand out, right? It's the person that you are. So at the end of the day, I feel like my passion and drive, nobody has ever outworked me. You know, when everyone's sleeping or partying, I'm up, I'm doing tutorials, I'm continuously on my game. Even at this point in my career where I have done some really great things, I'm always in classes. I'm always in master classes. I always want to learn. I'm on webinars. I'm a sponge. I feel like there's so much I don't know. The more I know, the more I know I don't know. If that makes any sense, right?
Yeah.
So I do want to say I think it's a mixture, because I wouldn't be where I was if I didn't have the drive and the ambition or resilience. But also I met some great people during that. But it all goes hand in hand. You can't give up on your dream. There's a reason, you know. And I was saying yesterday, so many doors closed in my face when I was in the beginning stages of this journey, but then better ones always opened. And I never, don't get me wrong, there were times where I was upset, but then I started to learn in the journey, okay, that's just not meant for me. It's not meant for me. I'm not going to stress because I can't wait for what's coming.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, you talk about how you do self-development and you just continue to develop yourself, Yeah. And a lot of times we don't know what goes on in the background of successful people's lives, right? And there's so much of that sacrifice and that commitment. How do you go about that self-development? What is it? What do you do? Are you reading? Do you read a lot? I know you just mentioned you attend a lot of master classes. What makes you decide what is right for you at that time?
One, I like to surround myself with women that know more than me. I feel like your circle is so strong and so imperative to your success. If you hang out with people that they're talking about people versus talking about growth, we don't do that over here. We just want to grow. I love to read. I've always been a reader. I just finished reading for like the second time, The Alchemist. I just love it. There's so many great quotes.
Incredible, right?
I'm always reading. I love to read. I definitely do that. I like to meditate and I do yoga. That for me has helped me tremendously. I have so much energy. So to sit and pause for a little bit is actually, I can't believe I can do it. My thing is I always want to be better than how I was the day before. I'm big with, I just want to grow. That's every day, I never feel that I know enough,
Sure.
So, I listen in Clubhouse, I go in these great rooms, I go on Instagram and I follow women that inspire me, I found you on Clubhouse,
Yes.
Inspirational. It's what is directing you, what is calling to you. So for me, what calls me is good energy. What calls me is growth. When I know I'm in a room filled with people that I can just straight learn from and be quiet, I get excited because I know I'm in a really great position. That's my time. My shift is going to come.
Sure, absolutely. And when you reached out to me after the Clubhouse Connect, it was a no-brainer for me that you had to be on this show for so many reasons, right? And because I see so much alignment between what you do and what I do, and just how you carry yourself and how you run your stuff, girl. You really are truly inspirational, and you must just know that right now. You really are. And I know you've spoken about self-development. You've spoken about consistently trying to up your game. And you're reading a lot and you're really just trying to move yourself to the next level. But I know that now you're not just trying to move yourself to the next level, but you want to take other women with you. And you not just have your platform, the Wonder Woman collab on
Warriors.
Facebook. Sorry, Women Warriors, Women Warriors collab on Facebook. But you're also now getting into the coaching scene. Tell me about that and tell me, what Coach Jen Michelle is bringing to the table.
Well, this is the thing. Like I said, I met some really great people. It's kind of like a trickle down effect, right? You meet one great person and somehow you meet 10 more, right?
Yes.
So I was lucky enough a few years ago to meet this great woman who's all over Clubhouse, Kelly Lynn Adams. She's a women empowerment coach. I am fortunate to call her a friend, a client, and she has catapulted my career in so many ways without even knowing. I tell her all the time, she's like, stop. But I'm like, she really don't know. So I watch a lot of stuff, how she does with the coaching and so forth. And then I also have gotten a coach who I work with very closely. And it's funny, you take kind of pieces from everyone, right? Things that resonate you and you kind of put them together. I've always been a woman's woman. I've always wanted to help. So for me, I want people to realize, listen, we have to get honest with ourselves first in order to grow. Let's think of these simple questions. It's the simplicity in what you're not doing that helps you grow.
Yeah.
Ultimately, anyone I do coach, I want them to be able, when they leave me, to coach themselves. If that makes any sense, right?
Yeah.
Because, my job is just to kind of open your eyes and see what you're doing and get things in and kind of an alignment and a structure for you to take the next steps in your career or personally. I feel like in vulnerability, there's so much realness and honesty. I was talking yesterday, I started crying, and when I got over my sister's one, and I go, oh my God, I can't believe I cried. And when you have passion behind what you do, I feel like right now I'm at a point where I'm stepping into my purpose. So I'm very emotional about it because I never really felt I knew, but I guess I always did, So I guess being coached with me, I'm going to make you own who you are. I'm going to build your confidence because that's what I do in general, just not even as a coach, just even if you're my friend, I want people to feel better when they leave me. I want to show you what you're worth and how to, take your everyday moments, call you out on them, and let's move forward. Let's correct them to take you to another level.
I absolutely love that. It's Jen Michelle. She is on the Boss Moves Media Show, an incredible woman who's doing some amazing things. Make sure you follow her right now at Jen Michelle _Glam Life. And when we come back from this quick break, we'll talk about the Women Warrior platform, Collab platform. We'll be talking about Glam Life, what it's all about, the non-tox, world that you're creating, the makeup world, and all the incredible things that you are doing. This is the Boss Moves Media Show, and don't go anywhere. All right, this is the Boss Moves Media Show, and we have the incredible CEO of Glam Life. She is an author, she's a coach, she's a celebrity Hollywood makeup artist. She has done amazing things and continues to inspire and empower. And she's here today to make sure that you and I rise, right? We go to the next level. Jen Michelle, tell me, Jen Michelle is such a superstar name. Is that your full name? Is that your first name?
My name is Jennifer Michelle. So I just shortened it to Jen Michelle. There's a million Jens, Jennifers. I grew up with, I told my mom, you couldn't think of another name. There's a million of us. So I just put it together. Yeah.
I love it. Tell me about your Women Warrior Collab. It's an incredible group that is on Facebook, but I want you to unpack it and tell us what it's all about.
So the Women Warriors Collab is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I just don't think I was ready at the moment to where anything I do, I kind of want to give 110, so if I can't fully serve, I don't want to do it yet, which is hard because sometimes we get really impatient, right? But I've learned to have patience because trust the timing. So I just started about a month and a half ago. We have already over 100 women warriors in our group. They are all different, women as far as entrepreneurs. We have authors, we have marketing people, social media gurus, the everyday woman, 9-to-5ers. And then we have girls that, want to start out and begin their journey in entrepreneurship. So it's for everybody. If you have a dream, a passion, that's the group for you. I hold different types of workshops for women. We kicked off our first one with a social media, how to grow your content organically, which content is king. We're going to have marketing. Since I am beginning to be an author, I have a lot of the women that are in my authors group that are in it as well. So we're also going to have workshops helping other girls that if they do either want to write a children's book, an autobiography, nonfiction, whatever, we're going to have workshops for that too. Basically, whatever you kind of need is what I'm going to provide. And every month we have keynote speakers that come on that are powerhouse women that are just doing big, big things that inspire me or motivate me. And I want to bring them in to speak to my ladies. You know, I wanted to have a group where I've been in other groups before, and I'm sure a lot of my ladies have too. And I just feel like I want a space where everybody feels comfortable knowing that it's 100% support. It's 100%, you know, comfortability. What happens in this group stays in this group.
Yes.
And, you know, if they need some coaching, that's also going to be provided at one point. I just right now I'm kind of want to get everything all together. But it's just a space for women to grow, support, manifest, and uplift each other.
I love that. And why is that important? I mean, a lot of people say there's so much female development platforms, we don't actually need another one. Why is it important for us to create such spaces for each other?
It's so important, you know. Women Warriors is a version of me, you know. So my whole thing with Glam Life is that's my beauty brand, but Glam Life is more than beauty. It's a way of living. So when I say glam life, I mean live your best glam life. You know, don't take no for an answer. Times are going to knock you down, but we're going to jump up and we're going to keep on pursuing what we want. You know, no dream is too big. You know, if you dream it, you could do it. I know it sounds cliche, but I'm doing things that I prayed about. That to me, I was like, oh my God, I can't even imagine doing stuff like, you know what I mean? So I am a product of my dreams, of my manifestation. So my group is a version of Glam Life, meaning I want these women to live their best glam lives. So it is important because not every tribe is for you. You may have a group that, you know what, this is just not for me. There's nothing wrong with that, but you want to kind of shop around and see where you feel at home. So I personally feel, you know, anyone that's around me, I mean, my heart is on my sleeve. You know, I have heart, I have drive. So to me, the Women Warriors was just perfect because we fight for where we are, right? Nothing good comes easy. So that's a warrior. And women, we have so many hats, you know? So I'm like, you know, this is a collaboration of all different warriors. You know, it's not about who you are, what you are. I don't care. You're a woman, you want to make it, I'm on your side.
I love that. And the fact that you're not just a woman, but you're a mom, it really brings another dynamic to it. Because I think as a mom, and I mean, I've just recently become a mom in the last couple of years, you really, thank you, you really develop, you know, a different kind of nurturing attitude towards things and people. And you really want to see things grow, you know, and people grow and move, you know, to different spaces, places that they never imagined. And currently you are in a space where you're able to do this. How easy is it for you as a mom to kind of bring this knowledge and this information and this drive back home? Do your girls listen to you? Are they inspired by the work that you're doing? Or are they just like, Mom, please?
No, so my 16-year-old is like, Mom, please. But she's a liar, okay? Because it's funny, you know, 16-year-olds, they're moody, you know? So one day she loves me, but it's fun. I mean, she always loves me, but she'll be like, oh, Mom, you know, it's you. But I know she loves what I do because she'll tell me. She's not a verbally affectionate kid where I am. I'm like, oh my God, I love you. You know, my oldest is not like that. But she tells me all the time, she's like, Mom, you're like, you can do anything. You're like a mom and a dad in one. And they have their dad, you know, but they always make fun of me, you know. And then my two younger ones are 10 and 7. Right now, you know, I have them young still. So, you know, everything is mom. So I milk it as long as I could. But for me, it is easy to bring it to them because, like I said before, I try to be honest with them. I want my girls to be go-getters. You know, being a parent, you want to provide more for them than you had. I mean, I cannot complain. I have the best parents, the best grandparents, aunts. I mean, my immediate family is what kept me going during my dark times, you know? So I'm very blessed with the family I have. So I don't even know how I can top my childhood knowing, the parents that I have. So with my girls, my mom's a teacher, where for me, I'm the black sheep in the family, right? I'm the odd one out. So I'm the entrepreneur. So I just tell them, like, listen, they see me up sometimes late. They see me doing videos. They see camera guys in my house when we're shooting Glam Life Talk TV. They're seeing me cry sometimes when things are hard or letdowns. And I just try to make them see, like, you see what mom does? You can do this. And whenever you need, mom is right here. Like, I am your and like, mom, we know you're our biggest cheerleader. You're crazy. And I'm like, that's right. And one day they'll appreciate it.
Yes. And they appreciate it right now. And I mean, one thing I can say about you mentioning the fact that you're the black sheep in the family because you're the entrepreneur, never has there been a time in our lives where being an entrepreneur, especially a work from home entrepreneur, is the biggest thing. How has transitioning, into a full-on work from home, entrepreneur been for you? Because I know you have your Glam Life and you have all the other things that you do, but now the makeup artistry has taken a little bit of a back seat because people are not going out. They're not on the red carpet. And how are you moving through this change?
In the beginning of COVID, it was a little hard because I could not work. I have to say, though, I've been very busy. Thank God. Very blessed. But I wasn't always this busy. It's the work that you put in, For me, COVID helped me redirect, rebrand. And I love working from home. To me, it's a blessing that I can work from home. I actually have an in-home studio, beauty studio that I have. So my clients that I have, ones that I know for a while that are my regulars, they do come here. I have a separate entrance. It's my own little, anyone else that I kind of do from TV media and so forth. We usually go on set, or anyone new, usually I usually go to them. I don't bring everyone to my in-home studio, but for me, it was a blessing. It was hard in the beginning, but I feel like a real entrepreneur, you learn to adapt. We can't sit there and get upset. We got to figure out, okay, well, we can cry for a minute and then pick up our big girl panties and keep it moving, right? As entrepreneurs, we have to persevere. We have to, if this don't work, let's find another way. I feel like I've constantly done that in my career. And like I said, it's all learning. You learn in those times. So to me, I love it.
Yeah, and I love that. I love the fact that you're at a place of, informed optimism, because now you know what it takes. You know how hard it is, but still you're optimistic about it and you're so hopeful for the future. And that is really infectious. Tell me about your makeup business. So, I mean, it's a highly competitive industry, first of all, globally. How are you differentiating yourself? Tell me a little bit about Glam Life and the Glam Life product line.
So Glam Life is a version of me. Anything I do has my heart in it. So, and not that other brands don't, I don't want to talk about, other brands because I don't know. I can speak on mine. But anything I do has a piece of me in it. So with Glam Life, since I am a professional makeup artist, I wanted to come up with makeup that's good for makeup artists and the everyday woman. I have palettes that have every single color. So instead of buying a palette here, a palette there, you have a whole thing, right? Sure. You have glitters, you have your neutrals, you have your fun colors. I have lip glosses that are matte that they go underneath your mask and you can take it off and you're fine.
I need that.
Yes, you tell me what color, and everything that I have, I think of very thoroughly why I'm coming out with it. Yeah, there's a million eyeshadow palettes. There's absolutely, we can go support these big brands and stuff like that. I definitely have. But to me, I rather support a small business. I rather, support the everyday woman that is putting her blood, sweat, and tears into making this work. We have some really great products that are out there that people rather go to these bigger brands with a celebrity face behind it, and it's ridiculous, Yeah. So for me, I try to. I'm looking at my stuff. That's why.
I love it. I love that.
Everything that I have is for either a professional or for the everyday person. And also my stuff is easy to blend. So let's say you're not somebody that's at the top of your makeup applying game, it's easy for you, to do. And now I'm coming out with an accessory line because since I'm a lot on sets and so forth, I'm girly, even though I have my tomboy side. Who don't love, and I'm a mom. So quick pick me ups. I have these amazing headbands that are good for the everyday woman in all different colors, different earrings. I don't have them on right now, but I am a big earring girl. I love earrings. I don't have to have anything on. Give me a nice pair of earrings and I feel great.
Hoops. I saw you wearing hoops yesterday and I was like, yes, girl.
Yeah. I can't wait for everything that comes out. It's just everything I have is a version of me that it's like a piece of me. So if you want to know who I am, I'm a makeup artist. So I have your glam products. I love accessories. So it's the first thing I started working on. My first product from Glam Life was lashes. I am a lash girl. So, everything that I have is a version of me. So, it's going to be competitive, but that's what business is about. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of competition,
Yes,
so,
it's healthy.
And you learn from other brands. I'm constantly, changing what I want or keeping up with trends, or I just want to put out stuff that's good quality. I like the vegan stuff because it doesn't harm anything. It's better for your skin. I'm not 16 anymore, so I'm big on my skin and what I put on it. And I have brushes. I mean, everything I have is cruelty free, and they're great products. I use them on set for photo shoots. So if I'm using it on photo shoots, it's definitely top of the line makeup for the everyday woman.
It's legit, definitely. And I mean,
it's legit.
Absolutely. So how do you then take your brand from being, an American-based brand to being a global brand? Because we want to get in on the action. We want some glam life in our lives. So how do you then get a hold of it? And how is that process? Are you finding any hurdles? Is it a little bit more difficult than you thought it would have been?
I mean, I knew it was hard. Like you said, there's so many people. So many brands right now out. I mean, there's a million makeup brands, right?
Yeah.
So I knew it was going to be hard, but it's what I wanted to do. It's a dream of mine. So I felt I'm going to go all out. For me, content is very hard because you have to constantly that's a whole other job. But I'm at a point in my career where I do have an assistant and a virtual assistant who do help me with this now. So that's, helpful. There's nothing wrong with asking for help and getting help to catapult your career 1,000%. Right now, if you want to get my makeup, though, you could go to glamlifebeautiful.com. I have to put up all my accessories. I just got them in yesterday and I didn't know how to act, so I had to wear everything to show. I was just so excited. But I'm going to be in a store in Manhattan very soon, which I found out today. So I'm really, really excited.
Well done.
Yeah, I can't believe it. That's why I was like, give me one more minute. What it is now, you get emails and I needed to talk. I was like, can we Zoom? I need to see you. I have to make sure this is real. So that was a goal. I just work hard. I just constantly put myself out there. I reach out to people. I like pages. I follow people. Like I reach out to you. Something about you resonated with me and I just reached out to you. That's how I am. Where my energy goes, I listen now. I don't I do not think twice. We have a woman's intuition, a mother's intuition, and we need to listen to it. And it's funny, out of all those people in that room, I reached out to you, and how funny, and we connected. And I'm a firm believer on energy, so I'm grateful to have met you.
And how amazing is the fact that Clubhouse is an audio platform. So you had to hear and feel the energy. You couldn't even see it, but you felt it. And I felt it too. Like I felt it when you sent me that text. I was like, this is legit. This is the one, And just to let you know, we want your makeup here in Africa. So when you're ready to start shipping to Africa, let me know, girl, and we will press the right button and make that happen. Yeah. I mean, we can never have too much makeup. I mean, if you look at how much makeup is duplicated and how much it is, there's so many counterfeit products of these major makeup brands but yet still, it's still a multi-trillion dollar business. So it goes to show that the business itself is going nowhere. So the pie is big, it's big enough for everybody, and we want your products here in Africa. So make it happen, girl. Let's make it happen.
I will send over products today after we get off the phone. You send me your info and I'll definitely send you stuff. And listen, I'll take a trip over there. Don't play with me.
Absolutely, girl. You know what? I might just invite you. Who knows? Who knows?
And I'll come.
Yeah, and we'd love that. We'd love that.
Thank you.
You are in a space where you've got all these products and you're really building your brand to astronomical heights. And it's beautiful to watch. And I've only just had the opportunity to get to know and see what you do. How do you see this industry, the makeup industry, and just the glam life really go in the future? I mean, with the COVID-19 vaccines that are being made compulsory for a lot of people will be able to travel. There'll be less live events. There are two economies that are building right now. It's the virtual economy, and then it's the traditional economy. Where do you see the makeup artistry industry going to, and do you see it still growing even further, especially as an artist, for the artistry of it?
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's such a good question. Honestly, I just see, because look, you have people that are either very scared to leave because of COVID, and then you have the other side of people that are like, you know what, I'm gonna still live my life. Not that the other people are not, but you have a kind of divided feelings on this. So I feel being divided as far as your feelings on COVID or being scared or, however you may feel on it. I feel like now there's two more avenues to go on, because people aren't going to stop wanting to look good. People are not going to want to stop to have makeup. So for me, I do in-person makeup classes and I also do virtual. So for me, it expanded my brand, because now I'm on two more platforms where everything was more in person and it was more just posting stuff, right, on social media. Now some people aren't ready to leave, and that's okay if they don't want to leave their house or travel, but that still you have, as an entrepreneur, you have to be able to provide for all of your clients, for all of your consumers. So for me, it just expands, your market, I hope, and it's crazy because we all forget what life was like before COVID, and it's, it's such a blow to all of us, but, I think everyone perseveres, and, as an entrepreneur, you have to just do what this world throws at us. So it's either you're going to let it knock you down or you're going to keep on going. So for Glam Life, we're going to keep on going, it's a way of living, and I'm very big on my words. I don't like to say stuff and I don't mean it. That's why with Glam Life and beauty, it's not just makeup brushes and lipstick. It is a way of living. And I'm trying to provide an experience more than just a product.
I love that. And speaking of experience, content creation is a science, right? Like it's madness. And how you convert content into sales is another science all in itself. What would your advice be for somebody who wants to invest in content creation but wants to make it, meaningful for business and making money, because we want to make money on these online platforms. Yeah, girl.
So one thing this is the thing, right? So I've done I've done the network marketing. I've done so much, One thing I learned is you have to be yourself. So are you trying to sell a product, or are you trying to show how this product adds value to the consumer, right? Like, there's a million lipsticks, right? But my lipstick doesn't come off on your mask. You can wear it and it stays on for about 8 hours without a line around your ring, of your lip. It doesn't smudge. It's not harsh after. So I'm providing not just the look quickly, I'm providing something that's lasting. So now there's value behind my brand, right? Because it's not just, I'm not trying to sell you. I'm trying to show you how it adds value to your everyday life. So if I could give one, snippet of advice is don't try to sell people.
Sure.
I know when somebody's trying to sell me or when they're really speaking passionately about what they're trying to show me that would benefit me in the long run. So you always want to provide value. You don't want to just provide sales, and again, it goes back to being honest. I've never conducted my business or myself in dishonest way. Funny story real quick. In my beginning of my makeup career, I worked for MAC. And, they're very big with sales if you're working at a counter. This was years ago. I don't know how it is now. And I remember the girls saying, you need to sell more, because I worked in Nordstrom, but at the MAC counter, but I was the most requested makeup artist because people would like to talk to me, or do their makeup.
It's the vibe. It's the vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe. Exactly. So it's so funny because people would come to me and I'm like, no, but that product's better from Chanel or from Estee Lauder or, and I would tell them and they said, well, why? I said, listen, if somebody's going to ask me my opinion, I'm not going to tell them something just to sell them. That's not who I am. And what you do to people comes back to you. Because years before I was a makeup artist, I used to go to MAC and think they knew every single thing about makeup. So I'm not going to do that to people that have trust in me and are asking me questions. It's my job as just a person in general. Your character is everything, and I feel that character counts more than anything. I rather have a sale from a person that truly loves what I do and then loves my brand versus me just like, here, you need this. It's not authentic. If it's not real, I don't want it.
Right? You can miss me with it. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. So, tell me about Glam Life TV.
So Glam Life TV, I didn't come out with it yet. We recorded so far about 4 episodes. Again, it's a version of my brand. It's living your best glam life. So kind of like Women Warriors, but more on media level. So where I showcase women in business, whether they're these powerhouse women who I've had, the just opportunity to meet, coexist with at some point and connect with, where they come on, we speak with each other, or it's your everyday woman, or it's somebody that maybe has had it hard from COVID and they're still trying to persevere. I like to highlight people like with Women Warriors and direct sales to them, direct a following and highlight them because people sometimes need to hear that they're doing good. Sometimes people need to, we're our hardest critics, on ourselves. So if I can acknowledge somebody and bring them to a light where, I see you, you're inspiring me. I want to give you a platform where you can inspire others. I just feel like that's what I love to do. It's a part of who I am and it's a part of living your best glam life.
Right? I love that. Living your best glam life. And that's what it's about. And you wear your brand on your sleeve. And that's what I appreciate about you. You spoke earlier about affiliate marketing and network marketing. Here in South Africa, we have our power in our numbers, right? So the human capital is humongous. So network marketing should be the one place and space where we find, especially women, thriving. But there's this connotation, and I think it's just a global, negative kind of just idea of what network marketing is. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on network marketing as a way to kind of empower women and everybody in general?
I think network marketing is great. It has taught me so much because you really learn, to work with a team of women, and you realize that you are only as strong as the team that you are surrounded with. When I did network marketing, I had a great team of people. I had a great coach, and then you meet the other people on your team or so forth. So network marketing, you can build together. I know a lot of people think it's a scheme and it's not. These women are out there busting their butts around the clock, coming up with different ways of marketing, different tools, workshops that help their team grow, inspiration, songs, anything. When I was so inspired with my, network marketing group, I'm still in contact with my coach, even though I don't work with the brand anymore, I still reach out to her because there's so much strategy that comes from network marketing that you can utilize that in your everyday business. So for me, network marketing was a blessing because let me tell you, if you can get a team of girls to work with you and it can be successful and they follow you, being a leader is one of the biggest gifts that you can be to your group of girls. You know, you can succeed at anything because you're literally growing it from the bottom up.
Yeah. You know, and would you consider Glam Life under the network marketing business model?
I don't know. You know, the thing is, you know, when I think of network marketing, I think of, you know, like TLC or It Works, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, in a way, you could say it's a little bit like network marketing, right? Because I have a great team of a support system. I have a great team of girls that just support me, market my brand without me even having to ask them. I do have influencers that work for my brand that do get paid, you know? So yeah, in a way it is network marketing because if you think about it, I never looked at it like that. Such a good question. Wow. I never looked at it like that, but you're right. If you think about it, ultimately everything kind of is because it's kind of when you meet people, you know, you are your network. Your network is your network.
and you're marketing to them every single day. And sometimes you're not even getting paid for marketing to them, right?
Yeah.
So
and that's the same.
Now you're making money from it. And I mean, generally, when you are having your downtime and you're just being Jennifer Michelle, you know, what do you like to do?
I am a foodie. I love to eat. I love food. I love to go out to restaurants. I love food. I love listening to music. I love the outdoors. I love to go on vacation. You know, to me, I'm like, I just want to be on the beach with a drink in my hand, you know, watching my kids be happy. You know, I like to do yoga. Like I said before, yoga really has changed my life completely. I actually, in October, I was diagnosed with a rare form of blood cancer, and it's livable. But to me, it was my blessing. And from that, I found yoga. And with yoga, I don't know, it really made me sit back and realize how important meditation is. You know, having me time is so important. It's my happy space. And I literally push it on everybody. I'm like, you guys have to do yoga. It'll change your life. And I never understood it, you know, until I really just dove in. But that's what helped me during that time. Because when I first found out, I had anxiety, you know, I was planning my funeral, you know, we go through all the emotions. But you know what? It was a blessing to me. I'm able to live with it. So it could have been so many other versions of it. So I felt like it was my blessing because it made me realize even more how fragile life is. And I'm not waiting anymore. I'm just, it like lit a fire underneath me that, you know, I'm not wasting another day.
That is so inspiring. I mean, my sister-in-law passed away last year in June from a blood cancer. So that's very deep for me.
Wow.
And I salute you. You're very strong. And I cannot wait to read your book because I know you probably have all of this information in there. When is the book coming out? When can we expect it?
I'm not sure yet. I'm still writing it.
No pressure. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. No, what's funny is writing this book was kind of like a healing for me. I mean, I can't listen. I did not have a bad life growing up. I don't have a sob story, right? A lot of people like, oh no, I was blessed with my family, but there were times in my life where I didn't make the right decisions that changed the course of my life. That it affected me throughout my later teens and my early 20s. But I always say, if those things didn't happen, I wouldn't even be where I am. Where would I even be right now? You know, because while you're going through these things, like, oh my God, I wish my life was different. And now looking back, I don't wish one thing different, you know, because what I'm living in now, I wouldn't change it for the world. Even being diagnosed with the rare form of, and people like, are you know, when they hear like, oh my God, I'm like, no, I'm like, don't be sorry. It was my blessing. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, no, it was my blessing. Whatever God has meant for me and has for me in store, you know, it really made me reflect on my purpose. And that's why I'm so excited that I feel like I'm in it. I'm in my purpose. I'm growing it. and I'm going to bring amazing women along with me. That's my goal, is to leave my imprint on this world. And anyone that comes in contact with me, I just want them to know, she was a light. And that's what I'm hoping,
And that's what you truly are. Oh my goodness. We are completely out of time. I just want to get one word from you. Any affirmation that you consistently repeat to yourself to keep yourself going?
You guys are gonna think I'm a jokester, right? So one of my coaches, she's like, listen, manifest. If you want more money, she goes, say, I love money. Money loves me. It's like the biggest joke, right?
Yes.
So every time I get a booking, I go, I love money. So my daughter's like, Mom, I love money.
Money loves me.
Let me tell you, start saying it out loud and singing it, dancing it. Just love yourself and it will come to you. I'm telling you. But I mean, that's one thing. I mean, my everyday, honestly, I'm just grateful. Every day I say thank you. Thank you, God, for letting me open my eyes, letting me have healthy children, and being able to do what I love. That's, and I love money.
Money loves me. Jen, you are incredible. Thank you so much for sparing your time and chatting to us. It's been such a pleasure. You have this infectious energy and you're going to continue to do such great things. And we'll be sitting here cheering you on because you are amazing, girl.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. We can do this again.
Yes,
I gotta have you on Glam Life talk.
I would love that. And you need to come to South Africa. I will definitely book you first class flight. Come to South Africa. Come and enjoy the beauty. Come and meet the incredible women who are like-minded, just like you, who want to grow and develop each other. Let's build a bridge.
I'm going to talk to you.
Yeah, definitely. Without a doubt. Thank you so much. Absolutely love you. And enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend and be safe.
Thank you. You too. God bless you always.
Thank you. God bless you, Jen. Oh, man. That was incredible, right? Jen Michelle, an amazing woman. Make sure you follow her right now at @JenMichelle_Glam Life. Go get the Glam Life products. And I cannot wait to have them here in South Africa so we can start getting all glammed up, And remember, you love money and money loves you, okay? Those are the words you need to leave with. And this is the Boss Moves Media Show, episode 10. This is season 2. My name is Nala. I absolutely love you. Thank you for tuning in. And leave a comment. Let us know what you think of the show. Do you love it? Who would you love us to talk to next? We are here for it. Bye-bye. Bye.